Hi everyone, Justinia from the Arts College, and our question for today is, what paint should I start painting with? Now this is a very interesting question. It depends what age you are and what you want to achieve. So what we do in our art classes is we teach children how to, from the beginning, and even adults, how to manage the amount of paint they use at a time. So if they're using watercolor paints, we teach them how to really use it efficiently to become innovative and not just, like we say, shove all chocolates in your mouth and not appreciate the amount of how you can make that paint spread. With acrylic paints, we do a teaching process as well. We use the same, where we teach you how to manage your paints to make them go far. And same with oil paints. So it depends on what you have, how you actually know how the medium works firstly. Then secondly, what we always see in schools and colleges and mostly is people think that watercolor paints is the best paint to start painting with. The only reason why they say that is because you use water instead of other mediums to mix with it. Now, it depends what you're wanting to achieve and what you want to learn, because watercolor paints is actually one of the most difficult paints to achieve, because there's a lot of things that it's wise to understand how watercolor paints works before you use it. With acrylic paints, it dries very, very quickly, so you have to be a very fast painter. Oil paints at least gives you the time to be able to paint slowly and be able to fix your so-called mistakes so it doesn't dry, that you can move lines around. But also, if you don't understand the health and safety with oil paints, it can be really a health hazard to your health. So it again depends on all those aspects, on knowing about the actual medium. If you're unsure, what I do say to people is, if you know how to work a medium and you want to learn something just to explore, then try with your watercolor paints and your brusher. Your acrylic paints, you can get really frustrated because you can paint and it just does not look like it's three-dimensional. It looks flat on the page. So again, we run programs that we teach you how to work with the medium properly first, and then you can explore after that. Get in touch and we're more than welcome to put you on courses that we can give you access to build a bit of confidence in that. Price-wise, depending on the types of watercolor paints you use, because you get those watercolor paints in, it can get quite cheap. Those we've tried and tested, they don't work. The tube ones that you can get really cost effective, those work. But also, we've noticed if you only squeeze a little bit of watercolor paint and you let it dry on a paper palette, then you can actually reuse that watercolor paint. So there's loads of tips and techniques that we have out there for customers and clients, and we adapt to everybody who does any form of art. So get in touch to see how we can help you.